Hi, besties! We're back! Okay, let me cover my face in shame a little bit because I know it's been a minute since I posted a podcast. A lot has happened since my last podcast, but all good things. A lot has happened. I've been busy doing big things. Hey, I'm saying that. Please forgive me. I'm back now for better, for good. As you can see, a little update. We have a new look in terms of my background, my studio for recording the After Making a Baby podcast, and hopefully this one is here to stay. I love it so much. We also have a new logo. Hey. Yes, we do have a new logo after making a baby, and everything is changing. Just a quick update on my personal life. So since the last time you spoke to me, I've taken the bold, amazing step to become a doula. I'm hearing your rounds of applause. Thank you. Thank you very much. For a lot of you who've known me for a long time, who followed my journey on especially like social media, Instagram, you know that I'm extremely passionate about supporting moms, supporting women, especially new moms as they navigate that journey, that space into motherhood. And I just wanted to do more. I just felt like this is my calling in life. This is what I'm supposed to do, especially for someone like me who had a very traumatic and difficult birthing experience. Being in a country where I just moved with my husband, and because we did long distance for a long time, I was in America, he was in the UK. When I moved here, COVID happened. By the time I had my baby, my mom couldn't make it. His parents were not around. We had to kind of navigate parenthood by ourselves. And it was a big shock. My world was shook it. So I had preeclampsia, I had postpartum rage, postpartum depression, so many things I didn't realize even at the time. As you're going through it, it's very difficult to understand what's happening. So coming out of that, I was like, oh, okay, that was a bit rough. For the second time around when I had my second baby, I went in more educated, advocating for myself, understanding what the risks were, when to ask questions, when to say no, when to say yes. And I was just like, every woman deserves this. Everyone needs to feel empowered, needs to feel needs every woman needs to feel powerful when having a baby. So that is where the doula life comes in. So since becoming a doula, I'm understanding that, birth is not just about a moment. It doesn't just happen to you, and it's not just a moment. It's actually a memory. It's about how you felt. You will always remember how you felt. You always remember if you felt disrespected, if you felt respected, how, like people that didn't listen to you, people that did, you remember every single detail, and it actually affects you afterwards. So it's a whole thing that is deeply emotional, and everybody deserves to feel supported, feel safe during that time, because it really impacts. There's evidence that impacts the outcome and the experience of birth for a birthing person. So here I am, um trying to do this to support moms. So if you are expecting and you're looking for a doula, you can find me on Instagram, Stef Onye, also known as the Doula Mama Bear. I know you call me the online Mama Bear, but now we've pivoted a little bit. We're trying to merge my doula life with my, mom coaching life, which is like the online Mama Bear. So now we are the Doula Mama Bear. Yay! Enough of that intro, and crawling back to you guys to say thank you for sticking with me, for for those who are still here subscribed. I love you so much. Mwah. For those who are just coming, welcome. This is the After Making a Baby podcast, and on this podcast we get real. This is where we give you all the real talk about everything that happens after making a baby. The good bits, the messy bits, the fun bits, the crying bits, every single thing we talk about it. We talk about postpartum healing. We talk about your postpartum experiences, what to expect. We talk about sex after making a baby. We talk about all the taboo topics, right? Because nobody is telling you these things. We talk about how difficult breastfeeding can be or not. We talk about some of the signs, things you should be aware of. And now, as a doula, I'll be bringing evidence based, fact based advice for you as you prepare for birth, pregnancy, labor, postpartum, and beyond. Because you know me now. You know I got you. So yes, welcome. Um, Today's topic is one that's a bit personal. So let me give you a little bit of context before I jump into what I want to speak about today. The past, I just celebrated my birthday. Basically, I just celebrated my birthday, and for my gift this year, I really wanted some alone time. I just did not want to hear from, be bothered by my kids. you know, I wanted mommy needed her alone time. And my husband was able to make that happen by making sure the kids were sorted, they were, like they were cared for, and he kind of booked me a full day of like spa treatments, massages. I was using jacuzzi. I was just pampered, self-care 101. That was what I wanted for my birthday, and he delivered it. Amazing dinner. I didn't have to cook. I didn't have to do anything. And when I posted about it, a mama slid into my DM and she was like, I wish I could do this. I love my baby, but I need alone time. But I feel so guilty when I do it. And I was like, let's unpack this. This is what I want to talk about today. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it, because if that is you today, we're going to name that guilt. We're going to unpack it, the pressure. I'm going to give you back your right to demand rest, to demand, alone time, because you deserve it. No more mom guilt here. Oh. You do too much to feel guilty about, to be honest. Like, let's unpack it, because I know that a lot of people, including myself, goes through this a lot of times. And sometimes in our heads, it always sounds like, I signed up for this. Like, my baby did not demand to be here. I wanted to be a mom, so I should always be available 24/7. Or it could sound like, if I love my baby so much, I should not need like time away from my baby. That is some of the thoughts that goes through my head sometimes when I'm trying to like demand alone time or need alone time. But no, 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 no. Let's stop that, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. We've said this thing so many times, but I don't know why we don't believe it. We moms, we're stubborn. And because you love someone, or because you need alone time, doesn't mean you love your baby less. I'm 100% sure every mom will agree with this statement I just made now, right? That doesn't mean you love your baby less. So why do we let these thoughts infiltrate our being, our minds? We kind of have to actively act. And when I say actively, you have to even voice it out sometimes and say, no, no, no. I know I love my baby. I know I give everything I am as a mom to my kids. So I deserve to have this time to like reset, to rest, and come back even more refreshed for my family. Needing rest doesn't mean you are weak. It just means you're human. I know we like to think we're super. No, we like to think. I know we mamas are superhuman because we are. We be doing things that make us superhuman, but we also need that rest. It doesn't make you weak. You need your rest so that you can even come back even stronger for your family, right? God did not create you to be depleted. I beg, please take care of yourself, moms. Please. Another lens I want to kind of bring onto this, which really, really makes it difficult for us to take time out, is the cultural lens, right? I feel like being in a culture that really, really, the hustle culture, especially even in motherhood, that really kind of tells you to push on, that really tells you to, kind of keep going, 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 and, achieve all of these things and be this and have it all. It really feels like you're fighting against the norm to then just take some time and just relax. It feels like you're fighting against what you're being told, what you've always been told, what you've always learned. So that really, really plays an active role in making it difficult for us to demand like or need rest or like demand rest even when we need it, is what I meant to say. Especially for black and brown women, black and brown women who the messaging has always been, you're the strong one, you have to hold it down, strong black women, da 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 da. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Strong black women and brown women also need to be princesses, also need to rest, also need to be taken care of. Okay, I said it. If you want me to say it again, let me tell you, let me say it again. You need to be taken care of. You need to be treated like a princess. Okay? Yes, you're strong, but being strong doesn't mean that you self-sacrifice to the point of where your soul is starved, to the point of soul starvation, and you cannot even give any more, and you have nothing else, and you break down, and then you can really, really not. When that happens, you're not going to be able to show up for your family. You will never be your best self, which is even harming your kids or your family, putting them at risk or putting you at risk. So please, this is very, very serious. Take it seriously. Please, mama, take it seriously. Even God, let's think about it. Even God rested after he created the whole world, right? He was like, let me sit down and rest because I've done a lot. So who are we not to demand rest? Okay, that's all in fact, I'm just gonna drop that there and you think about it. Now let me share some practical tips on how we can start demanding solo time without or at least reducing the guilt trip that normally would go off the guilt alarm that will go off in our heads. One practical way to start doing it is to obviously start small. If you're someone who has never spent time away from your kids, you've always been around your kids every single day, it will be very difficult for you to just say, I'm going to take a weekend and I'm going to go cold turkey and I'm not going to speak to my family. No, that is drastic. There's no way you will ever be able to do that. Start small. I would advise that, if you can, just in your home before the kids wake up, take 20 minutes, just 20 minutes to yourself early in the morning where you can grab tea, coffee, if you like to journal, if you like to read a book, a novel, if you like to watch TV, just go and chill and just pretend you're a single woman for those 20 minutes and just relax. Don't think about your kids. Don't think about what breakfast has to be made. Don't think about anything. Just take that time and soak in your aloneness, soak in yourself, and just enjoy whatever it is that you love to enjoy. I swear to God Almighty, it makes a big difference. I promise you. Start small like that. Just in your house by yourself. And I promise you, those are achievable things that you can start doing today. I'm giving you homework. Better listen because I'll check in on you. Number two is to communicate. If you have a partner, husband, someone you co parent with, please make it clear. I need time apart. Like I need 20 minutes. I need one day to myself. Don't think, please, may I have some time? No, we're not doing that. I need time. And when that happened to me was when I was in the thick of postpartum rage, to be honest. I one day during my when I had my first baby, I didn't even know I had postpartum rage. I just knew that I was exhausted and I was just not myself, blah 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 blah. But girl, it was the ghetto. So as I was saying, like I one day I started snapping. Like when my baby cried, it almost sounded like I was going crazy. I couldn't handle his voice. Like my head would want to explode. I was just so agitated. I would shout, I would raise my voice, like, stop crying. Like, my body would recoil. And I was just like, okay, this is not normal. I need to step away. I just told my husband, look, I'm going for a walk. I need to step away. I need a break. Like, I don't know what's going on and I need to step away. And I just went out, took a walk by myself. That was like a 30 minute walk. And I was breathing. And I just like, I swear to God Almighty. That day I was just like, whoa, whoa. It made such a big difference to just cut myself from that situation, take time to myself, breathe, right? Remember who I am. It wasn't just mama who is now being like breastfeeding every second, who is not sleeping, who is not like barely showered, who has not eaten for a few, properly because the baby is always on you. It was like, this is me, Stephanie, and I know who I am. I was able to ground myself. I was able to breathe. I was able to enjoy nature, like fresh air. That made such a difference. I came back refreshed and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Give me my baby. Give me my baby. Like that made a difference. So please, communicating that and saying you need time is okay. Don't ever think you're doing someone a favor or you're asking for demand it. Demand it. And that leads me to number three, which is obviously creating those micro rituals. And when I say rituals, you want to make it consistent. You want to make it a habit. Waking up early, 20 minutes before your kids, your family, everyone wakes up, taking time to yourself, going for walks. If you say, I'm dedicating like 5 p.m. every day, I'm going to step out of the house to go for a 20, 30 minutes walk. Your partner already knows this. So at 5 p.m., he better be there. Like you've communicated so that he better is there to make sure you are taking. These are non-negotiables, right? So think about these things. If you're journaling, if you want to do, if you decide you want to now do a spa day, you can walk up to it because you're doing all these little rituals, which is helping you understand that yes, these are things that actually refuel me. These are restorative steps. So imagine taking a spa day. That would even be better. So then you're able to walk your mindset into that space where you can now take the plunge of taking either a few hours off or even a weekend off. I know moms that travel do solo trips, they do weekends off. Hats off to those mamas. I've not gotten there yet, but that's my goal. That's my dream. My dream to be like them when I grow up. So those little rituals, some people even just sit in the car, like silent car, and just take time. They order takeouts and they eat and they drink and they enjoy this. So without someone saying, "Mommy, mommy, give me food. Mommy, mommy, can I have a bite?" Oh, jeez. Luxury. Or you can just listen to this podcast, as you're walking down, just take some time, listen to my voice and just enjoy yourself. Enjoy your space in that, be present in yourself, in just being alone and breathing without someone screaming, "Mommy, mommy, I pooed, mommy, mommy, I'm hungry." I swear it's gonna make a difference. And next, let me talk about the power of affirmations, because if you're still feeling guilty now, I want you to listen to this, because sometimes it's hard, and I'm like, yes, it's hard, because like I said, sometimes you're fighting against your it's almost like you're working against what the norm, something you've been taught your whole life, and all of a sudden now, we're now these people that now demand these things. And start doing affirmations, because it really affects, like, your mindset affects almost everything that happens with your mental health, everything. It helps your day, your mood, your outlook on life. So you really need to start taking these steps, these things seriously, so that it can help you as a person, as a mom, be a better person, because you deserve it, mama. You deserve it. You work too damn hard to not have that, to not believe that. So, your homework. Today, before the sun sets, I want you to do one thing just for you. Not for your partner, not for the baby, but just for you. It can be from the list of things I already mentioned earlier in this podcast, or it can just be something you love, whatever it is that you love. Take a few minutes and do those things and immerse yourself in that thing for whatever time or however long you want to do that for, just for you. And remember, it doesn't even have to be something big, right? Remember, it doesn't have to be, it could be just lighting a candle because you love candles and you love the smell of it. It could just be hiding and eating your snacks all by yourself because you deserve to finish a pack of snack without someone clutching at your legs to grab a piece or a bite from it. It could be texting that friend back. You promised you're going to get back to her 5 weeks ago and still you haven't texted back. Maybe that's the one you should do, because reconnecting with your friends is essential as a mom to really feel like yourself again, to get to a space where you feel like you have some autonomy and you can hang out and you can enjoy this friendship, those relationships outside that of your baby and your family. And when that guilt starts creeping again, just remind yourself, I deserve it. I deserve care. This version of me deserves care too, just like the care you give to everyone else around you. And that's basically it for me for our reconnection episode. I'll call it a reconnection episode because I've missed you. Let's connect again. Basically, if this episode resonated with you, please, 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 comment, leave a review, share with the mama, because you might be saving someone. You might be really helping someone get out of that guilt today, get over that guilt today, get the much needed rest and recovery that they need to become better, moms, better women, better persons, right, towards the relationships that are around them, and not just, the ones they're nurturing with their baby. So please share it. And, obviously that will be helping out after making a baby podcast. We reach more moms, right? So please share it so that we can help other women feel less alone. We're building a community here to help mamas feel supported, confident after making a baby. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking to the end. If you've not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click the button now. Should I beg you? You think I'll beg you? Okay, I'll beg you. Mwah, please. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Love you, mamas. Remember, you're doing an amazing job. You're smashing it. You're smashing it. So please believe it, and you know that you deserve rest. You deserve to feel like, you're still yourself. You deserve it because you pour everything else into other people. I love you. Remember, I'm Stef Onye, the Dula Mama Bear, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.